been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. First carry now. This is Johnson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Huh? Yeah, that motherfucker, man. It's all good, OG. I'm gonna get him.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Detroit! Detroit! They'll look to throw here. Going right side here, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Oh, we're on that.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Let's go.
He went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Way to get in there, baby.
Too much as down he goes.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw here. Flush to his right.
There you go, baby. Let's go, D.
He goes back at the 8-yard line.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Taken from just outside the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. Finding room inside the 40. There he goes left side.
Let's go, baby.
In. Touchdown, New York. Keith Marshall with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. And it's up and good. Santos out now. He'll kick it away.
Who running that?
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Oh, yeah.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard
Hey, you
line.
get caught in that motherfucker. That joint mean, too.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our
Watch
meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time. And they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Let's go back.
Adams, but it's intercepted.
Get your ass up.
Picked off at the 33. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. On first down, Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Leopard! Leopard! No. Check! Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Dumping it off for Jones.
Lattimore, that's you, baby.
Get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll They'll run it now out of the gun.
God, you left the gap for him to run through it, Mike. Come on, man.
Down at midfield.
Dang.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Come here. That's dead.
Johnson.
Come on,
and
that.
he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. And they'll run it here. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
You gotta play man whenever you see that shit or blitz.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Yeah.
And he'll lose yardage
There
on
you
the
go,
play
D.
back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit, trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
Right.
Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. They were
wide
in no
open.
man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch it now, Barney!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Thank you. Let's go back.
Rifles one that's
Good D,
intercepted.
lights out.
Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing.
I get it right back. That's stupid.
Darius Slay with a pick. And they get the
Trying to be
football. They'll
greedy.
set up shop at their own 49
I didn't even throw the ball
line.
far enough. That's on me. We get it back.
Interception mood on defense.
I
Had
know.
2 nice interceptions a week ago. And 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive.
Oh,
on
you
the
know what
ground
I'm about
after
to
the
start
last 2
doing,
drives
OG?
Ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though,
I'm about to start doing that the down low hit
The
stick
anticipation was felt also by the defense.
and see if they drag them like they still drag them for them yards. That's what I'm gonna start doing.
Back to throw.
Oh, he snuck out of there.
And he's got him complete. He won't go down. And they'll wind up getting this one.
That nigga snuck his running back out there. Good play, man. He was on a delayed route. That's a good play.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And for the
Let's
third
go back.
time here in this half,
Good
it's
D, fellas.
intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance.
And that is going to be a safety. And you know the man who sat in my chair the
He
last
ain't even
3 years,
tackle
he
me,
has a
bro. I
theory.
spit and
These plays
fell
and safeties
down.
are so rare. Maybe they should be
Get
worth
the
more than 2,
fuck,
maybe 4
yo.
points.
I think he's got a great point.
You saw
I
that?
really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead
His
and up it
man
to
didn't
6.
even
I'm
touch
a
me. I
defender.
spit and
To me,
fell
that's
down.
scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Get that.
Here he lost the football.
Get that.
And the Jets
There you
have
go.
recovered.
Defense, big time.
So the last 3
I'm
drives,
talking
you
about.
got 2 interceptions and a fumble.
Hey,
I
OG.
think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question.
Watch the fade.
We've
Watch
seen
the
evidence,
fade.
just what you talked
Watch the
about.
fade route,
They
bro.
take care of the football.
You see the square
Number
route?
1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Now Darnold.
Unstoppable, cuz.
Touchdown, Jets.
Niggas can't stop
His
that.
17th touchdown now in the season.
Yeah.
And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores.
Very good day.
That can be a deflator for a
Leonard
football
Williams,
team.
good play, baby.
It's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
No.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left.
Let's go back, Mike.
Intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
Yeah.
Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We'll come
OG.
back to Ford Field.
Watch the route, OG. Down the goal line. I'm trying to tell you.
First half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Darnold.
Oh!
Throw
He
incomplete.
doubled down on me that time. That's what he gonna have to do every time.
Gotta be physical in order to win this battle.
Uh-oh, he ain't doubling down this time, OG. It could be bad.
Forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
I don't
Feels
know.
like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down.
I don't
Now
know.
you gotta worry a little bit about the clock because
And that's Calvin Ridley over there
shot here
too,
in the
man.
first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're
It's
likely
all
going to have
good.
to.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Keith Marshall, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Yeah, that's dead, man. We ain't going for no screen passes, cuz.
It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Then they gave him the extra yards he needed.
14,
Wow.
Well,
OG, the down low hit stick don't work.
Really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Oh, he must be taking to the half.
So we're at half. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 1st down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Marshall. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 31 yards there and a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And his first carry, loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry on the bench.
Man, I pitched the ball.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not.
And they hit, my man was out there blocking, and they hit my man.
And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Dancing to his left.
Great D, fellas. Everything on lock.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. I think one of the hardest things
Great
for
D.
a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Gun!
They'll drop to throw.
Yeah.
Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking of future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A 1st down throw, Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hampton, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down. Back-to-back
Come
good
on,
plays.
fellas, let's go. Keep your foot on the stroke. Wait.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Ah, man. I tried to get it over top of his head, man. Good D.
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points.
That's all right. We get it back.
The best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
So we got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll have it pass almost to the 40 before being taken down. That his 1st catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Let's go, Lattimore.
Another interception.
Let's go, Lattimore.
Off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Charles, what's going on between his ears right now? It's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So
that's caught at the 25.
Good play, baby. Good play.
Way in. Touchdown, New York. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And a nice move will yield nothing as he stopped behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green.
They'll set up a throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Blue 90.
What's up, Gimp?
Buying time to his left. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. New York set to take the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy.
share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he locates Walker, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first and 10, Darnold. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Had to catch the ball, my guy.
The best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that
Gotta
far
catch the
downfield.
ball,
I
baby.
remember Coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Trying to bounce it
beat it.
outside, but he's only able to get it back to the
What's
line
up,
of
man?
scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now the Jets offense getting ready to head back onto the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now Marshall. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Give the tackle to Tease Tabor that time.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, it's Marshall. And he's going to be taken down.
Oh, you're going to call the flag after he was already down?
So
give me a break.
Game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating?
That's
the
crazy.
guys who just gave up that play.
I broke a run for about 20 yards. My man was down on the ground. Then they threw a flag. Yeah, he was down, bro.
On 3rd down, that's Marshall. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? It's like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for him.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go. 3-9.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Nathan Shepard in there to make the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Watch him now, Barney. Now let's go. 3-9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
All right, this game out the way.